The second caution protocol is what we consider the expansion rule. This is a signature on the daily time frame where once you see it occur, we no longer anticipate the trend from the previous direction to continue in that same way. We think a new phase of price delivery will take place. And that means it's a time where we have to reestablish the previous bias to something new, and we're being more willing to let days print without us because we want to know what that new phase of price delivery will be. The way we define this expansion rule and when we consider ourselves in this caution protocol specifically is when we have 3 consecutive days of expansion in the same direction. On the left here is a bullish example when you have 3 consecutive up close expansion days. On the right is a bearish example, 3 consecutive down close expansion days. It is at that point on the close of this third day, whether bullish or bearish, we no longer expect that same previous trend to continue into the next day. That is where we are expecting the market to either pause or return back into the range in some capacity. That means we're looking to reestablish a bias here, and that's why I mentioned it being a caution protocol, because you can't simply just expect that continuation. You want to be more willing to sit back, allow that to develop some more, and then you can see what that next phase of price delivery should be. Really think of this as once you see the signature, the market is going to at least pause in the direction it was previously going. You're looking for something else to occur at that time. It's important to mention that this expansion rule on the daily time frame only works when you have 3 consecutive expansion daily candles. On the left here is a valid example. All 3 days are expansion days, and then you can see here on that 4th day, the market does not continue in that same previous direction. It pauses or returns back into the range. This is what we look for to consider it a valid expansion rule. Classifying an expansion candle is simply a visual cue that you will get used to. It's opening near the low, closing near the high, forming that clear candle body, and having a generally larger range than most candles around it. Because it's an expansion candle, we expect it to be larger range. And that's what makes this rule work. So 3 consecutive expansion days, that's where it's valid. But when we have something like this on the right where we consider it invalid, yes, there are 3 consecutive up close days, but not all 3 are expansion daily candles. The first here, we can say yes, it is. But when we look at 2 and 3, that is where this is considered invalid because they open near the low, small body, but does not close near the high. So it does not have that large expansion candle body. We take a look at 3, it has large wicks to both sides, closes near its open, small candle body. That is not an expansion day. You can see how on the 4th day, it doesn't respect the rule of pausing from that trend. It continues and has the ability to keep expanding beyond that point. One thing to note with this is even more significant when you see this occur intra-week. So if it was to occur in between Monday and Friday, those 3 consecutive expansion days, that's where you get really, really strict on this rule because you would expect that 4th day after to absolutely pause or return back into the range.